How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're gonna go out, we're gonna go car shopping, do a little bit of car spotting at the same time. So I'm actually searching for a daily driver. I'll go through the criteria of car I'm looking for, type of car I'm looking at. Yeah, I'll explain when I do get on the way though. So basically, let's get going. So the first place I do want to go is I want to go to the local Honda dealership. Now, there is one car there that I'm kind of interested in. It's a car that I've kind of been looking at for a while, and I've always thought it would make a really good daily driver. So I'm probably not going to get a car for a little bit now, but we might as well start shopping around, and if I do find something interesting, then, you know, you never know. So let's go there. Let's see if the car is still there, and then if it is, we'll go check it out. If not, oh well. And then there isn't really a Toyota that I'm really into right now. Like, the Supra is cool, but it's way too expensive. It's rear-wheel drive. I need a front-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive car for the winter, because I obviously have the BMW for the summers and for like fun time. But I also want a kind of partial track car, so a front-wheel drive Honda that's a track car that's not too expensive. I think you guys already know what I mean. Obviously the Civic Si. It's a great car, not too much horsepower, but a lot of aftermarket support and a lot of tunability in that car because it does have a turbo. What is that? Is that a... I don't know, is this like the hydrogen Prius thing that they made? Another car that I really think looks good is the new Accord. Like, that's a really good looking car, but it just isn't sporty enough. Like, if I was looking for a daily driver, just a normal daily driver, I think that would be the car, or the new Camrys, but they aren't sporty and fast, and I'm kind of looking for like a manual, sporty, fast car, and that I can kind of tune up. If I brought one of those, it'd be like, I'm not doing anything to it except driving it, which is great, but I just don't see myself getting into one of those. The SI is sitting inside right there, unfortunately, but they have it listed for about $20,000. It's a two-door coupe Si. I believe it's a 2018 with about 50,000 miles on it. So what do you guys think about that? I do believe that exact car was in my video about 2 weeks ago, I want to say, or whenever I think it might have been last week's, whenever I came out and did a review on the Supra. So if you just go a couple videos before that, that video was sitting outside. So I think it's a little expensive, but if you can negotiate the price down a little bit, it wouldn't be that bad of a car. It'd be kind of sporty, kind of fun to like go drive on the back roads, maybe take it on the track like once a year or something like that. And that, I'm not looking for a proper track car. I'm looking for something I could take to the track, if I wanted to, which I probably would, maybe once a year or something like that, because I want to drive on Road America once, like at least once, with like preferably one of my cars. I was saying before, that's the Corolla. It looks good, but it's just not like perfection, you know. And then we've got the Supra sitting there. We've got two Avalons. That one's a TRD, the one on the right, and then that's the normal Avalon. It's actually a hybrid on the left. And then we've got another Avalon, which looks not good at all. Got a black Avalon, and then we have a TRD again. The TRD is $37,000. If I had $37,000, I wouldn't buy that car, but it's a good looking car. I'm gonna give it that. We've got a Camry. Like I said, Toyota just isn't appealing to me right now. They haven't made anything spectacular. Like, these cars look alright. Like, the white Camry right there looks decent, but that looks horrible. This looks okay, but it's just not sporty. And then we've got a Prius for $31,000. Who is gonna buy a Prius for $31,000? That's just crazy. Also, if I bought a Camry, there wouldn't be too much content to do on it. Not that I'm buying a car for content, but I'm just buying a car because I truly enjoy them and I want something cool. But it would just be boring. I really like the 4Runner TRDs though. That's a very good looking, sportier SUV that you could I would really love to take that off-roading. A 4Runner TRD would be a pretty fun vehicle to have, but like I said, I want a car, I want a manual, something, preferably a coupe. Doesn't have to be a coupe, could be 4-door, but it has to be manual. It has to be kind of fast and a little bit tunable with a decent amount of aftermarket support, and it has to be kind of, it has to kind of be like the ability to be tracked, because I'm kind of looking for a car that I can take to that level but also drive on the road, so like a daily driver, but that I can also go and then drive on the track like once a year. I think that makes sense. I feel like the Kia Stinger would also be a good option at this price, or not at the price range. That's the issue with the car, but I think it meets all the criteria that I'm looking for. It's just too expensive, like pretty much. I'm pretty sure the Kia Stinger is all-wheel drive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's all-wheel drive, and it's fast, tunable, and it has I can take it on the track. Right now I'm just staring at the GT350 because I really want that car, but I don't have that kind of money, nor can I drive it in the snow. But I would find a way. If I could somehow get that car, I would find a way to drive something else in the snow. I would ride my bike in the snow if I had that car. Honestly, cars that have never appealed to me really that much, but I feel like would be decent cars, are Mazdas, like a Mazda Speed 3 or something. I'm not too familiar with them, but I feel like they'd make decent dailies plus kind of decent-ish track cars, because I feel like they're kind of fast. I'm not too sure. Anyone educated on Mazda and that's watching this video, feel free to leave your opinions on the comment section below. Now we've got like two cars here. So obviously I owned an Audi TT in the past. I had the Mark 1. I believe this is the Mark 2 generation. I'd have to check. This is a, let's see, this is a 2014, so it must be a Mark 3 or 4, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too familiar after the Mark 1, but I feel this is a really good looking car. This is a soft top, unfortunately, and I think after Mark 1 they all went to automatic transmissions. Like right here, this is an auto, so that's kind of a downside, but this car looks pretty good. It's got the little rear wing here. This one's a Quattro all-wheel drive. This would make for a really fun and great winter car if it was a hardtop coupe instead of the Roadster. This car is a little pricey though, but you know, you can find the Mark 1s for a decent price. Now this is the other car, Volkswagen GTI, a Golf, manual transmission, front wheel drive, hot hatch. You can tune these cars. I feel like this would be a perfect build for a track style build. They're not too bad on price. They're a little on the expensive side, and I'm sure the manual ones, this one's a manual one and it's $28,000. It has leather interior, so it's a little higher trim, but I think these cars could possibly make some pretty good track builds or some pretty decent builds overall. I hope you guys could kind of hear what I was saying. A Mark 1 Audi TT, you know, I already had one, but I loved that car so much. I would love to have another one. I would love to have one with lower mileage on it though. This one's $24,000. A lower mileage Mark 1, I feel if I looked hard enough for a lower, mileage Mark 1, maybe around $10,000, I could get a Quattro, low mileage, non-beat up, really good condition TT. And I feel like that would kind of make for a killer car, honestly. I'm not sure. I have to look into it more, but I like the way these look a lot. That rear wing might be aftermarket, but I really like it. Golf GTI is a little overdone, but it's still a really good car for what it is. And either way, they're both great cars. I just have to see what I find in the future. Obviously, I'm not finding a Mark 1 at a dealership, especially around here, because most dealers will probably just auction that car because it's just old. Most of them are beat up. I want a coupe. I don't want a convertible for the winter. That makes sense. They're all-wheel drive, so that's the one main benefit with Audi. They have the Quattro all-wheel drive cars. A car that's a little out of the price range. 2019 Nissan GTR, all-wheel drive, ton of horsepower. Basically a supercar, but not a supercar. Obviously, I don't have $100,000 laying around. Otherwise, that would be a really fun daily driver sports car that has supercar potential. I feel like with a little bit of a tune and exhaust, wheels, that car is basically completed. It doesn't need anything more than those couple little things. Obviously, you can go wide body, people do it, but I don't think that car necessarily needs it. But let's see what else they have in the dealer. I think they might have a little bit of a surprise that most of you will like. So the car I was thinking about isn't here. It would be a Hyundai Veloster N, the new one, because I think that's a really good looking car. But we have a Hemi Charger, an older generation one. The Hemi, I believe these are rear-wheel drive. This car needs like a new center console, basically. 2012, $16,000. It's a 5.2 liter V8. So this was an insurance loss. It has a branded title. So it has 104,000 miles on it. The car looks really clean. I can't tell, honestly. Obviously it got fixed up and everything, but not a car I'm really looking into. For $17,000, $18,000, I can find a much better car without a branded title. Like, I can find a much better Charger for that much. I can find a newer Charger for a little bit more money than that, and I would not have a branded title and not have zero resale whatsoever. Just looking at what they have in the back, the lot, there isn't much over here. I was hoping there'd be something a little more exciting. I did see the GTR. The GTR is pretty cool to see. The more I think about it, the more I'm considering buying another Mark 1. If anyone has a Mark 1 Audi TT for sale that's clean, low mileage, not beat up, and clean title, coupe with a manual transmission, let me know, because I'm interested, because that's one of my favorite cars of all time. A quick little pull in eco mode. Oh my god, this truck pulled. But right now we're pulling up to the last dealership. It's just on my way, so I might as well stop there, see if they have anything cool. I haven't been there in a while, so we might as well. It's a Ford dealership, so I don't know what they could have. Maybe they have a Focus ST. That'd be pretty cool to see if they did. This one is family owned, I believe, so who knows. They probably won't have anything too cool. They usually have some EcoBoost Mustang convertibles. They don't really have hardtops that often. The coupes that they do have are usually still EcoBoost. I don't think I've seen a GT there for a while. Last time I did drive past, I saw a couple colorful cars, which were probably the Mustangs, but I didn't pay that much attention because I didn't really care. But yeah, we're almost there. I can see it right now. Alright, so in that last clip, you saw a GT350, and if you look in the right garage door, and then the left garage door, there's a GT500. Now, I didn't expect those cars to be there at all. There were a bunch of convertible Mustangs. My clips did corrupt somehow. Not sure why, but I will go back and get those recovered. But that's all for this video. This video is long enough as it is, and I hope you guys enjoyed this long video. I was requested to make longer videos, and here it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed, because this is going to take me a while to go through and edit. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and make sure to subscribe and leave a like on this one.